First there was Ben and Jerry. No, wait, that was Tom and Jerry. Then came the ice cream dudes. Anywho, fast forward a bit, and this is Luke and Lewis on Triple M Modern Digital.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. And I would like to just quickly correct that intro there. The intro did say that this was the Luke and Lewis show, but Luke is not here. Now, if you listen to yesterday's show, you would know that I keep saying that Luke lives in the country. He lives in a suburb called Diamond Creek. He lives way too far out. And really what's happened is he said that he could make it to work if he walked. And if he walked to work, I would have to say that he lives around the corner instead of in the country. So he's given it a go, ladies and gentlemen. He walked for 6 hours. And Michael, is he here yet?
I can just see you in the studio, Lewis.
He's not here, so I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to have to figure something else out. He's not here. Hopefully he'll be here in the second break. I'm going to give him a call. If not, it'll just be me for the rest of the 2 hours. So this is Lewis and no one on Triple M Modern Digital. Luke and Lewis for lunch on Triple M Modern Digital. Sorry, let me just correct myself yet again. This is just Lewis for lunch by himself. Still on Triple M Modern Digital, though. If you're just tuning in, yesterday, Luke, to refute the claim, my claim that Luke lives in the country, he decided to walk to work. Now, he lives 30 kilometres away, and according to Google, that's a 6-hour walk. So, he got up at 5 in the morning, and he should have got here at 10. It is now 10 past 12. So, I'm going to give him a call and see where he is.
Hello, Luke speaking.
Luke, where are you?
I'm just around the corner, mate. I just live around down the road, so
okay.
I'll be there in a second. Wait, has the show started yet?
Yeah, we're live. We're live on air, man, and you're not here.
Well, I'll be honest. We were definitely tracking to be on time. We got to Flinders Street probably like just after 10:30, maybe 11:15.
Well, then where are you?
Well, we went to the pub.
You can't go to the pub.
Well, we were really early because everyone was stressing out that I wouldn't make it on time, so we left at 5:30. I told you it'd be time to leave at 6. So we went to the pub, but we're just around the corner, so I'll be there.
Well, now everyone's right. Now you are not on time. The show started, man.
That's fine.
It's not fine. I'm sitting here by myself trying to pad out time because I've got no one to talk to.
We're literally we're on the same street. Because again, I just went down the road. We're literally down the road.
You better be. Because you know what I did yesterday is I actually got listeners to send you some messages of support, or at least I tried to. Right?
Well, I don't need them because I'm cruising right now.
Well, you didn't get any. This is the only things that people had to say to you. Listen to this. Gibbo, what's your message for Luke?
What the bloody hell is wrong with you?
Matt, what's your message of support for Luke?
Oh, mate, well, there's no support. He doesn't stand a chance.
That's all we got. I asked for support, and that's all we got.
Well, I proved them wrong because I made it.
No, you haven't made it. It's live, and you're not in the chair. You are not here, okay? Let me play you something else, all right? Because the producers are also freaking out behind the scenes because you're not here. And let me play you a clip of how confident you were, because our producer, Maddie, was ready to drive you if you didn't make it, and you wouldn't let her. So let me play you a clip of how confident you were yesterday.
Like, I just do.
You're absolutely sure you're going to make it.
Like, 100%, I just will do it.
Do you know what?
Like, it's going to suck.
I'm coming from, like, Richmond, but I'm not coming to get you from, like, Ringwood or something.
Yeah, no.
If I remember Ringwood and you're there, mate, like, you get on the train.
Yeah, like, I'm gonna make it.
I'm gonna make it.
And I am, mate, literally just around the corner.
It's not you are. You have not. You are not here.
I am going to make it, and my words were true, mate. This is one city slicker talking to another city slicker. I live just around the corner. I know my way around these parts, and I'm just down the road. I'll probably join you in the next song. Look, I don't know how I'm going to be, to be honest. We just wrapped up at the pub, but we're getting there.
All right, look, okay, I'm just going to hang up this call. Clearly, you should be focusing on walking and not talking, all right?
I'll be there soon, mate.
Please be here soon. I'm freaking out.
This is Just Lewis on Triple M Modern Digital.
It's still just me. Luke has not made it in yet. He said that he was going to be here at 10. It is now 20 past 12, isn't it, Michael?
Yeah, I'm actually really upset. The disrespect here to us and
Everybody,
to all the listeners.
everybody behind the scenes is freaking out. Luke's not answering his phone. He's just not come in because he decided to walk to work, which is a 6-hour walk. I can only assume that he's like, I don't know, he's tripped over or something.
Yeah, I've got no idea.
I don't really understand where he would be. And
well.
he's made it.
I made it.
Well, get your headphones on.
You've got a donut on the microphone.
Welcome to the show. He's done it, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy your donut, Luke Kitchell.
I made it. I told you I made it. How's the show been going?
Awful. That's terribly. Man, you're wearing shorts.
He got distracted at the pub.
What do you mean?
He just got distracted.
You went to the pub?
Yeah.
Why?
Huh?
Why would you go to the pub?
Because we were here early.
I just don't understand why you would go to the pub. You actually went. I thought you were joking.
No, we live streamed from the pub.
Well, so that's why you were late then. Because you went to the pub.
Oh, we were really early. Yeah. We got here way earlier than you thought. Well, you're the one who told me to leave at 5:30.
And you just got distracted at the pub.
Yeah.
You can't drink before work.
Don't. I didn't drink at the pub.
There's live stream video evidence of you drinking at the pub before you go to work. That's going to go down well with the production meeting afterwards, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, everyone here has been freaking out.
This is good content.
You look sweaty.
Yeah, it's pretty hot towards the end. I think I've got a blister on my left foot. But yeah, no, we made it fine. Someone just yelled out to me as we were walking here, go chubby. So someone from a car, I appreciate
here you
that.
go. I've got 4 more donuts.
Dude, I've already eaten. Lewis has just left on the way in a line of donuts.
Well, I wanted to make sure you made it to the studio.
Yeah,
I thought you
did.
might be exhausted.
Honestly, I almost got distracted again, and then I saw the line of donuts, and I was like, oh, we're on here. And then, so I made it on time.
Did you make sure that you've been eating properly?
I had a couple of Starbursts and a banana. Oh, I had a lemon slice. I regretted that. It was really rich.
All you've had on the walk is a couple of
Starbursts
and a lemon slice from like a bakery.
And a donut.
Team Chubby's really taking
well,
his
I
role
wanted to
seriously.
counteract because people kept accusing me of counts as training. I'm like, no, I'm walking with a donut in my hand. So I want to counter out the walking by eating lemon slices and lollies on the go.
Well, look, mate.
I'm taking this seriously.
This is our 7th day at the radio station, and you've shown up late. That's not a good first impression, is it?
Mate, yeah, it's not the best first impression.
Mate, you look sunburned.
I think I'm still trying to work out if it's a rash from my backpack or sunburn.
And you're all red where your singlet is not covering you.
Yeah, it was 6 hours.
Luke and Lewis finally for lunch on Triple M Modern Digital. We'll be right back. Luke is finally in the studio with us.
I made it.
Well done, everyone. And we're joined by Simo and his brother Jack. How you going, boys?
Not bad.
Your walk mates.
Very well.
Yeah? How you feeling?
They accompanied me for the journey. 30 kilometres. Oh, 29 in the end? 29 kilometres. It said 28 on Google Maps, but I think we got lost vaguely.
Okay, so this is what I'm confused about. So we have Luke's brother Jack. You accompanied him for, I believe, $50.
I did, yes.
Did you feel like
Which
that
we
was
then settled because we worked out he hardly did anything. He was like, oh my God, film the Walkman. He hardly filmed anything, so now I'm just going to buy him lunch and we're even.
But can I just rationalise that I'm a university student?
Okay,
I have
understand.
no money.
So you've done this
$0. I'm sure other university students could attest to this. I have no money. So $50, I was like, yeah, okay.
It's below minimum wage. It took us 6 hours. You're getting paid about $8-9 an hour.
What else am I doing on a Tuesday
Get a job at
morning?
a pizza shop. You'll get paid 10. I don't know.
You're getting paid about the same as us, Jack.
Yeah.
But Simo,
Yeah,
I don't understand why, because you're not getting paid. Why did you
Correct.
agree to walk 6 hours?
Well,
Although you didn't even agree,
it wasn't
you
agree,
called
I volunteered,
us
right?
and volunteered.
Yeah, Simo
Yeah.
called in the song break yesterday just as we got off air and said, hey, I want to come. And I'm like, why?
This isn't the Hunger Games.
So, no, but I should clear up my studying and employment situation is pretty bleak at the moment.
He's unemployed, is what he's trying to say.
There's not many jobs up in Dymo.
Nah, so I was driving home yesterday listening to your show, and Luke, asked for encouragement and that. And he was saying he got messages from all his mates saying, "You're stupid, don't do that."
So you were just there for moral support.
No. As soon as I heard that, I was like, "No way, he's got to do this." I was like, you know what? I'm going to be there. I'm going to make sure that it happens, and let's get around it.
He rocked up at my house at 5 a.m. with a good attitude and a willingness to do dumb, pointless tasks. And I applauded that. And I thank you very much both for joining me on the run.
Well, you've done it. You've proved me wrong, Luke.
And now, Lewis, there is one thing that you need to uphold at the end of this bet, which was, firstly, you need to admit that. Actually, you know what? Let's do that last. That's the nice bit. That's the cherry on top of the cake.
This is where this all started.
Firstly, you have to. Yesterday you did an audio diary of me.
No, you did an
You
audio
found
diary.
one of my audio diaries from the country.
It's one of yours.
And I asked you to dig up one of my audio diaries of me living in the city.
Well,
did you do that?
I didn't think I'd be able to find one, but now that you've made this walk, I actually found one of your audio diaries. Let's have a listen.
Hi, my name's Luke Kidgel, and welcome to the biggest city in Australia. Living in Big Diamond City has its perks. For example, you're always seeing fancy cars driving down the road. Not a single tractor in sight. A tractor is something you would see in the country, but not Diamond City. And also, the best part about Diamond City is that it's just a short 6-hour walk from the second biggest city in Australia, Melbourne. Right round the corner, if you ask me. Diamond City. Definitely a city and not the country.
There you go.
Very
Luke.
good. I appreciated that. Yeah, definitely not a country town.
Yes, I am.
City.
I am prepared to admit you made a big call yesterday, but I'm happy to confirm, ladies and gentlemen, that Diamond Creek is just around the corner.
Just down the road, mate. That's where I live. Just down the road. Just a side note. As we were leaving my house, a bus driver pulled over and tried to pick us up. And I'm like, mate, we're just around the corner. He's like, where are you guys headed? I'm like, South Melbourne. He's like, oh, do you want to lift to the station? And we're like, mate, just around the corner. What an idiot.
Diamond City, just around the corner. Luke and Lewis for lunch on Triple M Modern Digital. I'm calming down now that you're here.
Were you a bit stressed?
Well, mainly because everyone around me was so stressed.
Nothing to be stressed about, man. I just live down the road. You admitted it last night. I just live around the corner.
Yeah, you do. That's true. I don't know why
absolutely
everyone was
nothing to
worried.
be stressed
I mean,
about.
you just live down the road.
Yeah.
You're just in Big Diamond City. Now, I hope that you realise what you have just done is made an incredibly pointless achievement.
I disagree. Pointless.
Yes.
I prove that I do not live in the country. That was my point. Granted, not a strong point going into the walk, but I proved something, which was that I have way too much time on my hands. And that I'm perhaps letting down the team a bit. Well, I don't know. People were stressed out when I got here. I was completely relaxed.
Yeah, because you didn't have to be here while we were trying to figure out what we were going to do.
I was at the pub.
So you don't think this is a pointless achievement?
Okay, yeah. Well, some would argue it would. I think I've achieved. I actually, it's weird. I feel accomplished. I feel like I've actually, because I never get up that early. I didn't realize it got dark at it got light at 6. I thought
What do you mean? It's dark and then it gets light.
I've never seen. Oh, I saw a street light turn on for the very first time in my life today.
That is pretty cool.
That was actually
very
one of the
cool.
greatest achievements. No, sorry, off. It was on because it was dark, and then it went. I saw it flicker off, and I'm like, oh, and I pointed, and no one else cared. But I was very rapt about it.
No, that is cool. I've never seen that in my life.
Yeah.
I would like to see it. Maybe I should walk to work with you tomorrow.
And look intensely at street lights along the way. That's what I was doing.
Yeah, I mean, that'll be fine. It's just around the corner. So you'd say it's probably one of your greatest achievements.
Yeah.
Well, look,
What's your greatest achievement?
I say my greatest achievement will be accomplished at the end of this month when I smash you in our race.
Oh, all right. Okay. Talking a big game. All right.
But we were thinking, listeners, give us a call. What's your most pointless or greatest achievements?
Yeah, just what are your achievements? It doesn't have to be, I consider what I did today a great achievement. But
I would
don't.
consider it a little bit pointless. So maybe what's your greatest achievement that everyone else thinks is pointless? Give us a call on 1300 161 006. Let us know what's your greatest or most pointless achievement on 1300 161 006. This is Luke and Lewis for lunch on Triple M Modern Digital. Just before the break, we asked our listeners, what is your most pointless achievement? Or what is your greatest achievement that other people think is pointless?
Yeah.
So we've got the phone lines lit up.
Because I achieved something fairly great this morning. Went on my big walk to work from Diamond Creek to South Melbourne.
6
which is
hours.
a great achievement. So
Just
we
around
want
the
to ask
corner.
you guys. Jules, what's your greatest achievement?
Greatest pointless achievement is definitely when I synced up the end of my urination stream with the end of the toilet flush.
Oh, well done. Give him an
Great.
applause.
So you... yeah, well done, Jules.
That's amazing.
So, as in you got it in sync with the automatic flush.
Yes, 100%. Like you push the button, so you got to know the toilet.
Oh, a manual one. That's
You got to
even
know
more
the
impressive.
toilet, and you've got to
And you gotta
then
know
gauge your
yourself
body
as well.
So you've
so
got a method.
Very well done,
toilet
Jules.
is the constant.
That's amazing, Jules. Thank you very much. That's incredible. And Lockie, what is your greatest, most pointless achievement?
Hey, Lewis. My greatest achievement was fixing my really, really dodgy old computer by throwing it at a really clunky wall.
Wow.
How did it fix it? How did that fix it? I just don't
It had a
believe you.
hard drive problem, and the
that's-
software and the hardware was all just really disgusting, and so apparently throwing it at a wall cleaned it all out.
That's amazing. Give that man a
Well
round of
done,
applause.
Lockie.
Well
That's
done.
very pointless.
That's
What an
incredible.
achievement.
That's great. And now, Austin, what's your greatest, most pointless achievement?
My greatest pointless achievement is when I was walking home, my keys fell from my pocket, and I caught them on my foot using my ninja reflexes.
That's great.
Whoa. So, as in, which toe did it land
Not
on?
the toe, just landed on the top of the foot.
Oh, that's
My
quite
shoe.
requires strong balance.
That's incredible. Was there anyone a witness to this achievement?
No, sadly, I was the only one there.
Look, he sounds like he's telling the truth. I'm going to
Yeah,
take his word
but
for
he
it.
didn't get it verified. But well done, Austin. If that did happen, very pointless achievement. That actually achieved nothing. Like, if you would have actually that would have been an inconvenience because you would have had to reach down and grab the keys off your feet.
Thank you very much, Austin. And now, Daniel, what is your greatest, most pointless achievement?
Being able to turn off a light with my toe.
What? With your which toe? Big toe?
Yeah, big toe.
That actually sounds really hard.
Just a toe switch. Wait, we've got a light at the studio.
Maybe I
Lewis,
should-
you've got pretty long legs. Lewis is taking off his shoe right now. Lewis is walking over to the light switch. He's going to give it a go, Daniel, and see if it is an achievement. Lewis has got his foot up to it. He's absolutely struggling. He can't do it. He did it. You guys are both winners. I don't know. You've achieved nothing, although it's now a lot darker in the studio. Daniel, that is very pointless, and yet I'm applauding it.
I disagree. That is the greatest achievement I've ever made in my life.
No, that's why we were given hands.
Oh.
Yeah.
But, I can use my toe if I want. Now I know. I'm only going to toe that light.
Well done, Daniel. Very pointless. Great achievement.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Luke and Lewis for lunch on Triple M Modern Digital.
Take Bill and Ted. Make them listen to Simon and Garfunkel.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
And you get Luke and Lewis on Triple M Modern Digital.
Can I just say, Luke, I have never heard Simon and Garfunkel on this station.
Really?
No one's made us listen to that. The intro is false.
Also, we've been here I've been here, but the show's been going for an hour so far.
Yes.
This is great. I should rock up to work every day. Because I feel like I just got in.
You did?
And that, yeah.
Because you did.
Yeah.
Now, Luke, while I was planning for the show, while you were not here...
Well, I was walking.
Yeah, okay. Well, while I was planning the entire show while you were doing nothing to
Thanks for
prove
that.
a point that you live around the corner, well done, I read a news article saying that phones are making us antisocial, like on public transport.
I disagree.
That always comes up all the time, like phones are making us less social, and I completely disagree with it. Like, can I ask you, Luke, when's the last time you had a conversation with a stranger on public transport?
I couldn't tell you. I couldn't remember. Or maybe like as in small talk, like, oh, dropped your bag, or
No, like an actual conversation.
Oh, the conversation. No, I would not engage in anything over that.
Yeah.
Anything other than small talk. Oh, no, never.
No, and is that because of phones or because you just don't want to be
not
that
interested.
guy on the train?
I'm just not interested in learning about other people. Hey, mate, where are you headed to? Oh, I know where you're headed to because
We're going in the same
on
direction.
a train to the city. Like,
Yeah, I just don't like this argument because it like implies that before phones, public transport was just rife with conversation.
oh, people were just chatting it up on
Yeah.
the train. No, everyone read the newspaper.
You'd get on the train. Hey, what's up, everyone? Where are you going? Off
Yeah.
to work? So do I. I don't hate my life. Woo!
Yeah. Quiet down, everyone. God, so much chat happening. Not at all. It was people doing Sudokus. Instead, now they just do them on their phone instead of in the newspaper.
Yeah,
and
people
now
are just
I
playing
read
Candy Crush.
Garfield on my phone instead of in the newspaper.
Do you have the Garfield app?
Pun? Nah. I have a lasagna app though, so
Just so you can find your nearest lasagna.
well, it's
at
like
all
a food
times.
app, and yeah.
Yeah, did you find any lasagna on the way in?
Pardon?
Did you find any lasagna on the way
No,
in?
it just locates pasta restaurants in the area.
Managed to find a bar though.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like I just think that before phones, people were not talking to each other on public
No.
transport. Like
People
there were
just weren't texting on the train.
Yeah,
No.
we've never been that social. Phones didn't take away that ability from us. It just doesn't make any
Who's
sense.
stating these claims? Who are they? Let's
I don't
bring
know.
them down. Is it
Probably-
a business? Expose them, Lewis.
They're not
You're
a
good at
business.
that.
You know what they are? They're scientists. And really, when you think about it, scientists, not the most social people
Oh,
in the world.
Get on your lab coat and like go on the train. I'm like, are people talking? What an experiment. Well done, mate. Hope you did a thesis in Are People Speaking on the Train. Hope you're proud of yourself.
Were you alive in the 1800s
Yeah.
before phones? No, you weren't. So
No.
it's not an experiment. You know what I reckon? I think scientists are blaming their lack of friends on phones and not on how nerdy they are. That's my official theory.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, you agree? All right, awesome. This is Luke and Lewis for lunch on Triple M Modern Digital. It's time to talk about this race.
Yeah, bring it on. I'm feeling good. Actually, I'm a bit tired after the walk.
Yeah, you look. Is that pint hitting you yet?
No, no, it's 6 hours of fatigue.
Okay.
and
And a pint.
yeah.
And a few donuts as well. Well, good on you, man. Now, I got a bone to pick with you, Luke. As you would know, you were live streaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throughout just to keep people updated on my walk, we did a few live streams on our Facebook page. Yeah. Wait.
Yeah.
You're watching the
I
first
was watching
one.
these live streams.
Yeah.
And in the first live stream, do you know what I saw? I saw you jog.
I think I was running across a road, so I didn't get hit by a car.
Yes, well, that's
It's a safety
still-
concern.
No, I'm not interested in safety. I'm interested in our agreement, which you have now breached. If you don't know, listeners, the agreement was I have 30 days to train rigorously to beat Luke in this race, and he is not allowed to move any faster than a brisk walk. Now, tell me, what's faster than a brisk walk? Is a jog faster than that?
A slow jog.
Yes, doesn't matter how fast the jog is. It's a jog, and it's faster than a brisk walk.
Can I defend that I tried, as soon as I realised I was jogging, I then made an effort from then on to briskly walk. I think I did it a couple of times.
You did it 3 times. I was counting, Mr. Kidgel. You jogged briefly 3 times. I would say that in total, you would have jogged about 15
Mate,
metres.
It's hard to cage the beast, all right? It's hard I just want to run it. I'm so keen on beating you. I subconsciously just am going to beat you. That's how ready I am.
Well, look, Luke, that is 15 metres of training that you've just done today for this race. So now, because you've breached the no
Do you
training
get a 15
agreement...
metre head start?
No, you need to be handicapped.
Right, that totally makes sense. Why?
It does. Now you need to be handicapped.
Yeah,
now,
15 metre handicap, because I've trained for 15 more metres than you.
I don't know about that, Luke.
I've trained for 29 kilometres more than you.
I
because
actually
you haven't
think-
done any.
I have, thank you. I think you'll actually be wrapped with this handicap I've got with you. I saw at Kmart the other day a donut costume for children.
Will it fit me?
It doesn't matter, does it? It's a handicap. If it doesn't, that's even more handicap. So I've decided that as punishment for you jogging 15 metres, doing 15 metres of training, you're going to have to wear this child's donut costume throughout the whole race.
I look forward to it. You know what? I'm dressing, they say train how you play, and I've been training a lot on donuts. So, you know what? This might actually help me in the run.
Yeah, I was thinking that I would buy the donut costume and then get an official mascot, but we don't need a mascot. You are your own mascot. You've been smashing down mascots all week.
Now, we also need to address, we said, we got distracted on Friday. Oh, no, Monday. We got distracted yesterday's show that we said we were going to announce how long the run would be. We've had to think about it. We've taken in your suggestions, and people are very keen on doing the classic one lap of the track. People are very keen on a 400-metre race, which
400
is
metres.
probably the most generic athletics race it is. I feel like it's in the middle of a sprint and endurance. It sums up the perfect athlete.
It is good. However, I do feel it is a little bit too generic. I mean, as we already know, our half the radio show is the most generic man on earth. You.
Yeah.
So I was thinking we should switch the race up a little bit and make it something a little bit more specific.
What about, okay, here, I've got a theory.
Yeah.
I've been thinking, what about we do 402 metres? So give you a bit of an edge in case you trip right on 400 metres. You're exactly 2 metres tall.
Yeah.
I worried that you'll be so fatigued by the time you get to 399 that you'll take one more step, get to 400, and then even if you trip and fall, and like you still will beat me, so I'll still have to run an extra 2 minutes.
All right.
Do you reckon the extra 2 minutes will help you?
Yeah, I
in
think
the
so.
race?
I agree with that. All right, so we'll
402 metres around the track, no more, no less.
Okay, so we're officially calling the race a 400
You know what?
and Lewis metre race.
Yeah. And also, I don't think we should. I've been saying around the track. I don't think we should do it at a track.
No, I've been training
because
in the street.
Right, are you a street runner?
I am a street runner. We'll talk about this later. Luke and Lewis for lunch on Triple M Modern Digital. Luke, are you familiar with the Guinness Book of World Records?
It's Guinness World. Oh, I was like, mate, you don't know what you're talking about. Then I just realised Guinness
Record World Book of.
Yeah, of Guinness.
Now, I think when the Guinness Book of World Records started, when they were doing like actual records, like fastest man alive, first person in space.
They started off with good intentions.
Yeah, like some really cool stuff. But then, I don't know what happened.
After you knocked out your big ones, like fastest man alive, fastest man to kayak, whatever. You know
Kayak what?
Kayak a rapid. What do you kayak in? Mate, I'm not a big rowing fan, all right?
Big walk fan instead.
No, but like once you've knocked off the land speed record, highest this, highest that, tallest man, shortest
all
man.
of the hard ones. Like they take actual skill, and then I think
or genetic ability, some of them.
Yeah, really. Like it's
but
like
either way,
biggest head.
Yeah.
You know, you'd be a contender.
I was about to say the same thing, but thank you.
Yeah, so all of these records that kind of take skill to achieve, they're just not being broken, and instead people are just doing the most left of field thing they can
just
think
to get
of.
in the book.
Yeah, just the weirdest thing. And it's just stuff that no one has ever attempted before, really. So I've got a list of records that are in the Guinness Book of World Records.
So these are all actual records?
Yes.
But should they be in there? Well, let's decide.
No, we'll decide. Well, I've got 4 for you here, and you let me know if they should be in the book, okay? If they're impressive. Now, this one, actually kind of impressed by. Most number of candles extinguished by farts.
How many was it?
5.
That's actually impressive. Wait, in a row?
Yeah, in a row.
And is that in a minute? Like, because you could technically keep
We
going.
did it in about 40 seconds.
Wait, was it 1 fart, 5 candles?
No, it was one fart per candle. So he's got a fart candle. It was equal.
Well, technically, is it in a minute? That's the
it was in a minute.
Because otherwise, you could just keep going forever if you had enough candles and enough baked beans. I don't know, like if you had enough juice in you.
Well, I watched the video. He gets a tube, puts it on his bum, and then shoots it like a poison dart.
Now, is that something? Is that something we should be acknowledging?
No, I don't think so.
As an achievement?
No. Okay, we'll go to the next one then. How about this one? Hardest kick to the groin. 22 miles an hour.
What do they get, like a Hot Wheels radar gun and measure the kick? What do you mean? How do they measure that?
I don't understand who
took it.
No, I don't understand who gets awarded the medal. Is the guy who kicks
it
or the guy who gets kicked?
Yeah, the guy who kicked it should not get awarded. The guy who gets kicked should be getting the medal.
No, I think the guy who kicks gets it. He's done all of the work. It's hardest kick to the groin.
All right, well, let's have a go at the record, mate, and I'll be the kicker.
Well, I don't think you can kick 22 miles an hour because that would count as training. Now, this one is my favourite one, which takes a lot of skill. I think you'll agree with me. Most snails on face.
How many?
43.
That's... How big was their face? Wait, is this the guy who holds the record as the biggest head as well? Because
Yes.
I don't think I could fit that many snails on my face.
Well, I think that really the snails should get little medals each because he's just the face. Like, he doesn't do anything.
The
the snails are ones
climb on. They
holding
did all
on.
the work.
Yeah, exactly. So should that one be in the book?
the snails should be in the book. The guy shouldn't be named. He should be uncredited. He
And-
was just the platform for the snails climbing. Really, it should be a rock climbing snail award, a face climbing award.
Yeah, that's like awarding the bench with highest bench press. Like, it doesn't make sense. You're just the platform.
Yeah, awarding the weight.
Luke and Lewis
80
for lunch
kilos.
on Triple M on a Digital.
Now, Lewis, new year this year, been trying a few new things.
Oh, it's a bit late to say it's a new year.
Oh yeah.
It's almost the
I'm
end
on
of the
this
year.
year. Like, just more recently, actually.
This is an old year at this point.
Yep. Yeah. But yeah, more recently, really. I mean, it started out at the start of the year. I just thought, you know, as often gets brought up on the show, I'm a bit plain.
Yes.
I even have generic interests. My interests match my face, kind of thing. And yeah, recently I've just been starting to try new things. Get this. Recently I've been dabbling in chicken curry don.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Do a bit just dabbling in it?
Is it more like, not just chicken curry don, but more like Indian and exotic foods, like mild curry? Because I'll never have spicy food.
So you've ventured outside the food group of white bread.
Yeah, and white rice. Yeah. It's a big move.
Oh, so you're just dabbling in it. So it's not like a passion.
I have not gone head first into wild curry.
So it's
and
not
also
really a passion.
mild curry. Like I'm not dabbling. I'm dabbling in curry by getting mild.
So it's not really a passion. It's not really a hobby. You're just kind of dipping a toe in. You're just dabbling in
I'm
it.
probably in between. Like it could become a hobby. It could completely slip off. It doesn't matter. It's more just like a fun extracurricular activity that I'm participating in.
Right. I've also been dabbling, now that you mention it. Because really, I've been dabbling in a bit of UFC watching.
Ultimate Fighting Championships.
Yes. Yeah.
Is that what it stands for?
Yeah, that is.
I wouldn't know. I'm not dabbling in it. Couldn't tell you.
I only barely know. I mean, I wouldn't be able to tell you the rules or anything like that. But I'm just watching it from afar.
Well, I noticed. I've witnessed this newfound thing. You went to watch the Conor McGregor Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather fight.
Yes,
in a cinema.
Yeah, and
now that's above an average fan. But you didn't go to the fight.
No, I didn't go to the fight, and I haven't watched a fight since. I'm just dabbling in it. It's not a big passion. It's not a hobby of
You're not
mine.
going to pay $10,000 for ringside seats, but you pay $30 to watch it in a cinema.
Just a bit of a dabble, mate.
Yeah.
So we thought, listeners, why don't you give us a call on 1300 161 006? What are you dabbling in?
Yeah, so you're not doing it full time. You haven't taken it up as a hobby, but you're participating in a more than regular.
More than semi-irregular basis.
Yeah.
You do it every now and
just
then.
dabble.
You're not an expert. You enjoy it. You feel like it could become a hobby, maybe if you
You're
had
on
some
the
more free
cusp.
time.
Yeah.
On the cusp of it becoming a hobby.
Yeah. All
What
right.
do you dabble in? 1300 161 006. Give us a call. What do you dabble in? Just before the break, we asked our listeners, Luke, what do you dabble in? Something that's not exactly a hobby, not really a main passion, but something that you do every now and then. And we got no calls.
Yeah, lots of people out dabbling.
Yeah. They're
which is
just
good.
too busy dabbling.
They're just not dabbling in calling our radio show.
So we thought we would get our producer Maddie in as an emergency. And
Turns out we're got a studio full of dabblers.
Oh,
and,
absolutely.
Not dabblers like we're all dabbing in the studio.
Well,
I've been dabbling in dabbing. Actually, I've been over
that's
dabbing.
a passion now.
Yeah, it's become a hobby.
Yeah, you've hit the limit of the dab limit.
I've probably...
So, Maddie, what do you dabble in?
Well, guys, I've actually been dabbling in a few new things in 2017, but of recent, I've actually been producing this show, which has been a bit of a dabble for me.
Oh, it's good to know that we don't have your full attention.
No, you definitely don't, but I'm having fun dabbling in it, you know, for a couple of hours each day.
So it doesn't really matter if it doesn't work out. You know, it's a little bit of fun.
Yeah, that's right. I'm not fully committing to it at this stage.
That's good. That's good to know because Luke walked 30 kilometres to work today. It's not exactly
I was
dabbling.
dabbling in walking during the week, like walking a kilometre here and there, but today I went full head first and I was not dabbling this morning. Yeah, no, I was well and truly heading it. It became a passion at about the 24 kilometre mark. Yeah, that's when it went from hobby, like from dabbling to passion.
Well, I've also been dabbling in a few things actually this year. The other things I've been dabbling in are fine dining. I've recently discovered this wonderful platform called Tinder, which has meant that, you know, I've been privileged enough to eat at restaurants I ordinarily couldn't afford to eat at.
So you've been wined and fine dined on Tinder by a few willing suitors.
Absolutely.
We
Well
would
done.
never
Good
get
on you.
this. We would never get this.
I never get wined and dined.
No. I
Yeah.
can't afford to dabble in fine dining, and I can't get a date on Tinder.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Michael, our button pusher, has been dabbling as well. What do you dabble in, Mike?
I am dabbling in yo-yos.
As in, like, the biscuits or the toy?
I didn't even know they were biscuits.
Yo-yo biscuits?
Yeah, I love that the first thing you think about is food, Chubby.
Just the spinning toys. So I was at work here not on your show, on a different show.
Oh, good.
Oh,
So
also dabbling on our show.
Is anyone taking this show seriously, or is it just us? Everyone else is dabbling.
Actually, you know what? Today I was dabbling on this show as well. You're the only one here full time.
Yeah, so how is your yo-yoing going?
Well, I just saw a really cool YouTube video
Just
of
quickly,
this guy.
yo-yoing going rhymes. Okay, continue.
I was watching a YouTube video of this guy yo-yoing, and I'm like, you know what? If I had a yo-yo and could learn it, it's surely really easy, and I'd be awesome.
And have you been walking the dog?
Yeah, I can walk
Yeah.
the dog, and I bought a $29
That's a yo-yo trick, by the way.
$29 yo-yo.
That's
I'd say you're more
expensive
than
yo-yo.
dabbling.
I regret it. I haven't used it once.
Ah, so he is that. No, I think you were intending to pick it up as a hobby. You've realised that it's actually hard and it's a skill, and now you're just saying you're dabbling in it because you regret buying the yo-yo.
Yeah, that's probably it.
All right, well, thank you very much, guys, for letting us know what you dabble in. Luke and Lewis for lunch on Triple M Modern Digital. This brings us to the end of our show, doesn't it, Luke?
Yes, it does.
Yes.
Briefer show for me.
Yeah, you weren't here for half of it. I've been here for what is it? If it's 2 now, I've been here for about 4 hours.
I've been up since 5:30. So while we're bragging,
Yeah, so this show really was a show full of achievements.
Yeah.
A little bit of dabbling as well, but
Yeah.
mostly Luke's massive achievement of walking to work.
Yeah, I just live around the corner, and I think we all can acknowledge that now.
Yes.
And I expect no further comments dissing my geographical location.
Well, I don't understand why I would diss Diamond City. I mean, it's one of the jewels of of Victoria, really.
Yeah.
Biggest city in the state.
Yeah, it's it's probably the capital of the northern suburbs.
Which is strange. I don't know why they would build Melbourne so close to Diamond City. I mean, it's just around the corner.
I know. It's just a short walk down the road.
Yeah, so that wraps up our show, guys. If you enjoyed that, please do check us out on social media. We've got Facebook and Instagram. Rate us on the podcast. Check us out on the podcast.
Yeah, if you missed out on anything today's show, definitely get on the podcast.
And our Facebook is full of Luke live streaming his walk intermittently and me live streaming my panic attack before we go on.
Which was unwarranted because I was just on my way the whole time.
All right, thank you very much for listening, guys. That's the end of the show. This is Luke and Lewis for lunch. We'll see you tomorrow.